Okay, here it is. The initial area I get. Now what I need to find out is how much the other areas cost. How expensive are they? 7,000, 12, 13, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. What about these? 8, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8. Well, they are all about 8,000. Now I'm considering the possibility of getting an initial loan and then getting all the things I could possibly want. Now that's... It's making the assumption that I'll be able to make the money back quickly, which is not necessarily a good assumption to make. People from the street should come this way, as well as people from the helicopter. Now this area, as well as this and this one, need 2 new parcels I can acquire. So this is the only way in and out. I need to keep that in mind. So this is the place where I will keep the GP offices and the clinics. Although possibly I could relocate some of the clinics, or even all of the clinics, around here, over here. There's not much I can accomplish initially. Can I even fit all of this here? This is an exceedingly small building. Oh, well. It may seem that way. The shape is decent. It might be possible to fit in what I need over here. At least most of the things, I guess. Of course I will restart the game, so the timer doesn't matter. Really doesn't. So that's the question. Do I need... Do I really need to get an additional parcel right off the bat? Well, there's a simple way to find out. I can just start placing things in here, and if I do not have enough space, I just can take a loan. Follow the original plan. Let's do this. So first of all, a GP office over here. Let's plop it down. And I'm absolutely prepared to lose for the... Prepared to lose for the first time. No. I'm prepared for the fact that I will probably lose on my first try. Now, I will of course give it my best, regardless. Let's see if I can win on my first try. It's exceedingly unlikely, but not entirely out of the question. That's so tiny. Of course I will need... I don't like this. I need a reception desk around here. It doesn't really seem possible to fit all of it here. But I can fit most of it. It's quite extraordinary. Wrong way.
Special offer, half price hair replacement.
Now I just need the psychiatric room. Of course, I cannot fit the operating theater at all. It's just not gonna happen. Oh, right, it will block off access entirely. I almost certainly shouldn't be doing things this way, but it apparently can be done. If you put in a lot of effort. This feels so wrong. It works.
Patients are here at their own risk.
What else do I need to squeeze in? I mean, I have this. I don't have the operating theater. No way am I going to be able to fit it here. A staff room, a research department, and a toilet. Not gonna happen. Impossible. Should I forsake the research department? Hell no. Well, maybe I should do without a staff room. No. Just... Brilliant. I mean, horrifying in a way, but still brilliant. That actually fits. Almost everything fits. I could put the staff room. I put the staff room over here, leaving this narrow corridor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could fit in a 4x4 over here. Can be done. It should not be done. Hey, Dev. I know it shouldn't be done this way. Okay, don't tell me. And don't tell me how to do it. I know it shouldn't be done this way, but it's so tempting. It almost fits. It almost makes sense. It almost works. Almost. What else do I need? Ah, yes, the research department. Yeah, the research department isn't going to fit. No way in hell. We just cram it in here.
No
No.
littering.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's almost entirely possible. If I just moved a few things around, maybe it would fit. No, I understand that it doesn't work and it will never work, but almost. I will, god damn it, of course I will. Look, the initial plan, and I've mentioned this, so I apologize to anyone watching the video. The initial plan was, I figured, hey, I need more space, I will get another place, I will take a loan if I have to, and I will put stuff over there. Yeah, and I have a lot of money, so it seems obvious that I should do it. But I was still tempted to find out, wait, can I actually do this? Is it possible to fit all these things here? And it almost is! Almost! Just a little bit more space and I would be able to do it. Yes. So calm the hell down. I wanted to see, okay? And it's almost doable. And if it was doable, if I could actually reliably fit all the things over here except for the operating theater, for a short while, I would actually keep it this way, just because I can. But since it doesn't seem possible... No, Diff, I'm not that... Look, I get it. If I simply cannot fit all the buildings, all the rooms over here, all the rooms that I absolutely desperately need, You know, I will not force the issue further. It just cannot be done. What am I going to do? Just forsake some of the rooms that I absolutely need to have? No! Screw that. Well, I am that insane, but it's not something that you should take into consideration when I play video games, goddammit. I mean, yeah, I am an eccentric, to put it mildly, but still, that doesn't mean... I am an eccentric, but I am not... I would actually put it this way. I am an eccentric, but I am not mentally ill. And you know, the difference is, an eccentric is someone who can work within the confines of his insanity. A mentally ill person just is different than what society would expect from them, but just cannot make it work. And as far as criteria go, that's the ultimate check. I mean, if you can make it work, if you can actually somehow operate in a society in such a way that you can be happy and you cannot upset all that many people, then hey, some may argue that you are actually mentally ill, but it doesn't really matter. Ultimately, if you're not really bothering anyone and are just weird, you're just weird. However, if it hurts you, if it hurts everyone else, then it's a mental illness
Not to be sick in the corridors.
and needs to be taken care of. Because it puts an extremely interesting spin on the whole mental illness thing. I guess most people don't even consider such a definition. And yet it is the sort of definition that, well, I would argue makes a lot of sense, and probably is the sort of definition people do use nowadays. Because you can't really point to anything objectively that makes a weird or insane person insane, as opposed to just acting in a strange way that the society doesn't approve of, and yet would not qualify as being, as I mentioned it, insane outright. Otherwise, we would just have to claim that it's bad for people to not conform to social norms, which would not really allow society to move forward, to change in any sort of way. I don't want to use the term progress because the word has been tainted for me for about a year now. Either way, what I need is the staff room. The staff room is what I need. And I'll probably locate it somewhere around here, next to the research department. Of course, the size of the staff room still fairly up in the air. I may change it, may make it bigger, may make it smaller, I don't know. I'll see. How many sofas? How many TVs? Do I need more video games? I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. I mean, people like the goddamn sofas. I think this might be enough for now. Temporary solution, okay? Temporary solution. All of these solutions tend to be temporary. But hey, they need to be temporary. Oh boy, the world. The world. I could consider things like the training room and all that. But I need to do this rationally. Well, in a very broad and general sense. I need to place rooms in a reasonable fashion, in such a way that first of all people can actually access them. I have space for the benches that need to be allowed, perhaps a few drink machines, maybe next to the benches, maybe opposite the benches. Why not? Drink machines opposite the benches allow me to place more benches, but force me to make wider corridors, unless I want the corridors to be cramped, which is not a good thing, because then people might just walk into one another, which is not the sort of thing I want to have happen. You could of course suggest things like moving the toilets, but no, these are the sort of facilities that probably should be in each of the puzzles, because people will invariably go here, waste their time, waste the physician's time, and make everyone unhappy. Most of all me. Hate it when they do that, but hey, biology. Fictitious biology, but biology nonetheless. I don't want to move the world. Well, I may move the world anyway. Why wouldn't I? The psychiatric room seems like a decent candidate for all that. I mean, it serves in diagnostics. It absolutely does. But it's the sort of room that also serves as an endpoint. It's interesting like that. Ultimately, no one gets treated over here. Does anyone get treated over here? I mean, it's treated to an extent like a treatment facility, but no one actually gets cured just by being put here. No one. As opposed to this place, which might be the only place that serves a double role in this game. It serves for diagnostics, and it serves as the endpoint, as the point where you get cured, if you're mentally ill. So I guess I will move the psychiatric room. And I probably... Yeah, I'll probably move things around. I'll place the toilets around here, and therefore move the world into this corner, making it a little bit more accessible. The operating filter will go around here somewhere, and everything should be fine in the very, very beginning. Now, I will also need to have my staff. I need to hire a few people. Oh, that's not a problem, Div. I mean, you can watch the VOD. I was just finishing a long monologue on everything I have planned to do. So now, let me implement most of what I have mentioned. Oh, by the way, people can't really see what... Type in some garbage, okay, so that you can be seen in the chat. You know what's up, just, you know, they need to see you up there. God damn it, when will I finally get used to the fact that left is right and right is left? Mall. 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 Come on, mall. Mall dots. Okay, stop dots. Okay, that's quite enough, man. People. Consultant researcher. Hell yeah. Psychiatrist researcher. Hello. Not a lot of aggro. Very competent researcher. 3 doctors initially? No. I need more doctors. Oh my. Okay, nurse, you're hired, I guess. Oh, this guy. This guy. This guy. And this guy. Enjoys fart surfing. What? Remarkably polite. And let's hire a rookie, because why not? Do I need to hire a rookie? I mean, at the very beginning.
Patients are asked not to vomit too
You know what?
much.
No. No. Yeah, I'm investing. The idea of hiring that guy does not appeal to me all that much. I mean, I get the idea, but I don't really have anyone to train him properly. And therefore, I will not be doing so for now. I'm trying. Trying my best, man. I like the idea of hiring a guy to train, but I don't have the guy to train him. I need surgeons. Yeah, I have noticed the lack of surgeons, absolutely have. So every goddamn month I'll be on the lookout for surgeons. You know, so I can train them. And so those surgeons can train other surgeons. I will have that in mind. This time, I am not messing around. I'm training people, and I'm training people to the fullest potential. Even if I get a goddamn rookie. Yeah, because to a degree it's random, isn't it? Oh joy. So you know what, if I don't get them soon enough, and I need them, I might just restart, because at that point I'll be kinda screwed. But other than that, let's proceed with the research. And by the way, I shouldn't have to remind you of this, but do not spoil anything for me here, alright? I want to beat it fair and square on my own.
Try not to be sick in the corridors.
That's one of the things I take the most pride in. Beating these things, using my own goddamn wits. Learning as I go. Yep, I plan on not getting screwed. I think that's the right sort of approach. I recognize getting screwed as an inferior strategy as opposed to not getting screwed. Well, at least in certain circumstances, I guess. I guess in other circumstances, getting screwed can be something you might want. It honestly depends. But for now, I'm redecorating. Yay! So you know, I get it that you might, well, to put it mildly, be not all that satisfied with the arrangement of objects in my lovely hospital. But that'll change soon enough. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Sorry, Fault Bad. Just not enough space. And I'm not about to play around for a long time just to get a full bed. Not today. And of course, I need to move the inflation clinic around here. Place the inflator in an accessible spot. Fire extinguisher, as always. And the goddamn plant! Ah, dang it. Ah, what do you know about beauty? Look, it's functional, right? Doesn't have to be pleasing to the eye. This is not an art gallery, this is a hospital. People are here because they need help. Not because they want to admire my internal decorating skills. I get the feeling that I am a lot more eloquent in the morning, or even in the afternoon, I guess. As time goes on and as the day gets... As the day gets what? As it gets later on in the day... Yeah, that sentence was absolutely going nowhere. Anyway. I will need the training room later on. Toilets, I already have. Research department, yeah. Staff remain to adjust priorities. Adjust priorities. Patient clinic, psychiatric ward, operating theater, pharmacy. Everything is fine for now. Now, if I need to, I can put another clinic over here, although I would prefer to avoid that. Now I need to adjust the priorities. Yeah, let's open this place up. Do, motherfuckers. Now let's adjust the priorities. Really quickly. No special... Why would I ever use this? What does it even do? I don't know. It's like you... It didn't even seem to work. Well, if they really get an illness from that, I will send them to my psychiatrist. No drug improvements, no. Okay, 1%. 2% for improvements. Now, on to the important stuff. First of all, cure equipment. Yes, please. And a bit more here in the diagnostics equipment. I usually don't. And if I do need to urgently get something up to snuff, I usually do not use research for that purpose. Because guess what? Research takes time. And plenty of it. I don't want to falter when it comes to diagnostics or cure equipment. But let's focus on cure equipment. I usually focus on research, on diagnostics equipment first. And then I have problems. Then I just can't handle it. What? More? You know what? Let's put them all here for now. And I will move them away from there as I need to. For now, they can all do research. Why the hell not? Do research, guys. I should be fine for a little while. I have my receptionist, so everything should be going smoothly. Look at your briefcase. General practice, bloody head, alien DNA, infectious laughter, fake blood, dark counter, dark general, dark world, dark psychiatrist, autopsy. I've seen all of it. Yeah. I've seen all of that. It's not the... Dude, stop it! Stop it! Don't foreshadow. I know that things... This is the final level. Don't ruin this for me. Just let it be. You know, I don't. Let me find out. Don't just give it to me.
Doctor required in GP's office.
Just don't. Oh, hold on. February. Yes! Oh, by the way, got my surgeons in February of the first year. What you gonna do? And now guess what? Training room. Immediately. Hey, can't argue with success. Of course. And the reason for looking smug right now is that something can go to hell and then you can feel satisfied when I fail to accomplish things. Because something will almost inevitably fail, and then I don't want you to feel bad for me. I'm not really all that in favor of gloating to any sort of extent. Yeah, exactly, it absolutely will. And at that point you can have the satisfaction of saying, "Ah, see? Told ya." Okay, so I need to put this guy over here And all I need to do right now is teach him to be a psychiatrist. And I have a consultant psychiatrist right here. And as soon as that guy learns psychiatry, everything will suddenly be fine. At this point, I'm tempted to just hire incompetent people over hiring competent people. Okay, so handle this. Handle this guy. Okay, so now you go away and you teach this guy. So Mannington here is getting taught by Dr. Jackley. Whereas our researcher surgeon, Pickwick, will take care of business.
Nurse required in ward.
No more doctors, fair enough. Should have hired the rookie. Oh, don't feel bad. Nothing good comes out of feeling bad. A new slicer has been researched. Excellent. So, treatment facilities are chugging along nicely because of my researchers here. And if I need to, I can always take my researchers away from research. There are 3 of them over here. Well, sympathy is a nice thing, but I don't know. It's a long story. See, this is the thing, I guess, about age to an extent. No, it's not. No, it's absolutely not.
Doctor required in GP.
So meta, I'm doing the thing when talking about the thing I'm about to talk about. I don't want to make too strong statements because I know that I can absolutely be wrong. To an enormous extent, I can say the dumbest goddamn things that can be disagreed with, so I prefer to avoid making such statements altogether. Now, it doesn't mean that I always have to be right. Yeah, but the problem is that mostly in a discussion you can say, have someone make a statement, such a strong statement, and then you can go, oh, I don't know about that, here's a counterexample, and here's another counterexample. And he feels like an idiot, and he says, okay, I guess I'll have to concede that point, I guess it's not that way, maybe it's this way, and then... But if you do not make any strong claims from the very beginning, a discussion can't really even start, because you are like, well, I think that maybe something in certain circumstances, although I'm not sure. And then you're like, yeah, possibly. I mean, making strong statements is the way of trolling. You make a strong statement that cannot possibly be right and just wait for other people to continuously debunk it in frustration.
Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please.
Hold on. I need to recruit people, goddammit. Oh yes, this can be amazing. Am I overhiring? I mean, this guy is a surgeon and a researcher. As well as this guy. If they can both be taught. Yeah, someone's like, are you retarded, lol? And then, what follows is a multi-pager. Here are the reasons why I do not believe myself to be mentally retarded. Well, first of all, starting from the biological basis of my intelligence, I would have to say that the number of my chromosomes over here seems to be the same as in most of the population, therefore not being the reason for blah blah blah. And secondly, when it comes to my upbringing, I come from a background of college professors who have also blah blah blah. There's my school life, blah blah blah. Oh, well, I guess that's true then. No arguing that. I guess another skill in that regard is when to argue. When there actually is a point in arguing with someone, because sometimes there's such a degree of, I wouldn't even call it disagreement, but You have so different priors, as people say, that it's just not worthwhile in my opinion.
Pharmacy.
You will not convince the other person because, first of all, you would have to agree on a vocabulary, you would have to have the same dictionary of words you'd use. It's just... Ah, yes, of course, I need handymen and nurses to an extent. What time is it, by the way? I also need to remember to eat. That's once again biology coming in the way of things. You know, I do need nurses, but the thing I have observed... I got really crappy nurses in January, so I didn't get a second one, and I have missed them in February. God damn it, I have missed them in February. So I will need to look further. The March nurses don't seem to be as amazing. Yeah, biological restrictions suck. I mean, some guy invented basically the common sci-fi. Doesn't even call it sci-fi. Is there a proper term? You know, the food replacement, the sort of goo you eat instead of actual food. And allegedly, it's supposed to be extremely cheap as a replacement. It costs more. It costs about the same for a month as it. The other way around. It costs about as much for a week of that food as it costs me for a month. Yeah, it's supposed to be cheap, allegedly.
Patients, have your credit cards ready?
Food alternative. Soylent, it's called. Oh, and sleep. Wow. Yeah, sleep is so...
Doctor, attending.
Well, the prices might go down. I don't know. Of course, the concept is interesting to a degree. I'm just laughing at the price. Because it was touted so much that it's extremely cheap, you know, it's cheap replacement. No, it's not! It's not at all! At least from my perspective. No, it's a... Just look it up on the web, it should be easy to find. Unless, of course, you'd prefer to watch this. Why would you? Soylent! S-O-Y-L-E-N-T. And your computer has been researched. I can't... A computer is 10,000? 5,000, I think. Let's give them one. One. Yeah. I hope my investments will pay off.
General diagnosis.
Otherwise, I'm in deep. Diagnosed by this doctor. He goes to general diagnosis. It's the same doctor. Oh wait, it's April. Of course, I was supposed to check up on these guys. So many wonderful resources. Because I was supposed to get a second nurse. Can I even afford a second nurse? Let's get a second nurse. It's just... this might end up being so poorly thought out. At least two... Yeah, I know, but one of them will probably be in the staff room at one point, one of them will be in the pharmacy or the ward, yeah. I do need them. But when these guys finally become psychiatrists, it will all be downhill from there. It will be excellent, amazing. They will be able... No, it won't be. I need one of them to be a consultant, at least one of them. I can send the other to do things around the hospital, to do pretty much anything around the hospital. But other than that, I will still need the guy to become a consultant. But once he does, I will be able to train all the rookies in everything in an extremely short time span. Just brilliant. But for now, I have to make do with what I have.
Doctor required in GP's office.
Okay, so one of you guys... Okay, the researcher psychiatrist goes here. And the researcher surgeon goes here. Game breaking. No, it's a decent strategy. It's one of the few things that actually work in my favor and seem to make sense. So no, screw that. It's not game breaking because of how much effort it takes. You need to have a guy with all three specializations and have him be a consultant, and you need to have him in the training room, and you need to have the rookies in the training room, and only then are you able to train on pretty much infinite amount of competent people in everything. And it still takes time, and it still takes money. But reaching that point is just... if I survive the first year. Yeah, and that's amazing, but still, I'm running out of cash. But I do not want to overdiagnose people, because if I do start overdiagnosing people... Oh, she's waiting for a psychiatrist. Hopefully. Hopefully, man.
Doctor required in general diagnosis.
I mean, I kinda have the staff. So let's have this guy, the consultant researcher, do the research. I could use more diagnostics facilities, but for now I'm focused heavily on cure facilities. So that's chugging along at a slower rate. Let's do it 50-40 for now. As long as the salaries aren't too high, extremely high, as long as I don't have too many people, like exceedingly... It's just absurd amounts of doctors and all that. I only have 7 doctors, okay? It's reasonable. So what are my salaries? I could just look over here, right? I have all the information that I need over here. Wages. Why are they called wages? Aren't they salaries? I mean, there's a difference. No, it's good. Never mind. They all add up to about 3,000. So that's about as much as I need to make a month to break even. But even if I'm at a steady decline, I just can't allow this. As long as I make any money, I'm just losing over time. But as long as it's at a decently slow rate, I can still make it. I can still live with it.
Doctor, attend immediately.
I dropped down to about $3,000, which means I have about a month to go. No, there's a collocation. Monthly salary. And no, wages get paid per week or per 2 weeks. Salaries get paid monthly. Blue collar jobs, wages, week or 2 weeks. White collar jobs, salaries per month. That's how. I mean, hell, it's what I've been taught in English class. A new atom analyzer has just been successfully researched. I cannot afford that. Uncommon cold. Can't afford it. So I'm paying these guys 3,000, and of course, I mean, I have about 12 people or so. Most of them, because most of them are fairly well trained and all that. So.
Nurse required in pharmacy.
How close am I to having them as consultants and psychiatrists at the same time? 51% towards... I hope they do not become consultants before becoming psychiatrists. That would just be soul-crushing. Now, if I got an emergency, I could make quite a bit. Is there a line? There's not. And of course, my research has slowed down, but I'm absolutely willing to sacrifice some research for now. If I could get some guys who need surgery, I could make all of this back. A single surgery is about 1,000, at times $2,000. I don't know. I mean, to an extent, you can say that most people. I mean, you could say that people do get paid by the hour, and what counts is the amount of hours they have worked, but still, you can have a doctor paid by the hour, and what he's paid is a salary because he gets paid every month. You can have a construction worker paid by the hour, and he will still be getting a wage. He will get paid once every week or once every 2 weeks. I'll have to look it up. It might be a I mean, it's vocabulary. It doesn't really matter all that much, does it? People are queued up to my GP office. I will need a second GP office on a fairly short notice. Do I need it now? Do I need a second GP office right the hell now? Okay, here's the deal. If the queue size increases to say 5, I'm considering it. I mean, the queue size is full at this point. It's almost critical. Is it about to increase? Yeah, she's about to go to the GP office. It'll be back down to fall, but fall is not another size I'm comfortable. 3 people in a line or 2 people is something I can live with. 4 people, 5 people, that's dangerous. So dangerous, whatever. How big is this? Because I obviously need space to fit it in. I definitely do not want to get rid of the toilets over here. Alright, let's move things around a lot. Yeah, I know the line will only get bigger as I get more and more patients, so it's not... I'm not future-proofing anything. Son of a... Fine. Temporarily, okay? Temporarily. Temporary. Temporary. Yep. It works for this game exceedingly well. Oh, I got this. Oh, it's only temporary. Oh, I placed things incorrectly. Well, it's temporary. People have difficulty reaching something. Ah, don't worry, it's just temporary placement. A building exploded. Tempo. Oh wait. Fall by 5? Heresy! The GP office is supposed to be 4 by 4. Not bigger, not smaller. That's the way it's supposed to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right in GP's office.
Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. No, I probably won't do what I was... I'll probably just move this. And then move this, and then... Well, I've actually... I'm running low on sugar. I'm just losing my mind slowly. I will be back in some time to continue this. For now, I'll be ending the stream. Thanks for watching. As for when I will be back, I don't know. It'll be... I mean, it might be about a matter of hours. It might be shorter than that. I'll see. Yeah. I can't be doing things on an empty stomach. It just won't lead to good solutions. But here's the idea I have. I will move the world, but the problem with that solution is, as I move the world, I will be having difficulty with this because I want to move it over here. So what I'll have to do is move this over here temporarily. No, really temporarily, and then move this over here. Of course, I will not have the necessary space for an operating theater for a while, but for quite a long time, this should not be a problem, because so far I haven't had anyone in need of an operation. Thanks for watching.